Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Colts coming in at 1-3, going up against the Eagles, who come in at 2-2. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome you to the heart of the Hoosier State in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana, and Lucas Oil Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Indianapolis Colts. Now a play fake here on first down. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Here's Luck now on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Fletcher Cox is a first-round pick who has fulfilled his promise. One of the best defensive linemen in the NFL.
In motion left goes Moncrief. The play clock's running down. Throwing on third down. Luck. Hard throw, incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
On fourth down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. On first down, Wentz. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kendall Langford in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Wentz to throw on second down. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a handoff looking right, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Time running out here on the play clock. Luck now to throw, and it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Wentz now on 1st down. That one complete to Anderson. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And now a look at the defense for the Colts.
Malcolm Butler's rise to fame culminated with a fantastic play in the Super Bowl, but what a tremendous success story. Totally off the radar, has turned himself into an NFL starter.
A dump down to McKinnon. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he's got room. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On play action, Wentz. And Thomas has it. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here we go now.
On 1st down, Wentz. And Anderson's got it. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Back 99 penalty. Here we go. Here we go now. All right, now look at 56.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Play action. Now Wentz. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Working from the gun, Wentz. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. He got halfway home there, down to the 1, but a good job of keeping him out of the end zone.
Exactly. Halfway home isn't all the way home, right? So they feel pretty good about keeping him out on that play.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th. So now on 4th down, the Eagles will hand things over to their field goal kicker, and that's Caleb Sturgis. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Luck on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's a give to Whitlock, the fullback. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the 1st. That was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Lott. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now a first down throw. Locke. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. They come up in an offset eye. To throw on second down is Locke. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. Third down here. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing on third down, Locke. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And Anderson's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on first is Wentz. A dump down to McKinnon. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And that leads to a Philadelphia first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On 1st and 10, Locke escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Second and 10, Luck again. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Ertz has it left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Point after now from Sturgis. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go. Switch.
They come out here in the eye. And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Wentz to throw on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pick up there on 20 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
We got three, fellas. We got three. We're 9 man. Mike 51. One back. SOS.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Here's Luck now on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Luck, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Short throw pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Colts getting ready to go. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Now it's Luck off the bootleg. Flush to his right. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
To throw is Luck. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Taking it about the 16. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Eagles take possession. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Let's go!
They run once more with McKinnon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call a no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Throwing now is Wentz. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did. You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. In the red zone this time. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Whoosh. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles are pouring it on. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Play clock winding down. Luck now to throw. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. 3 yards remaining here on second down. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, here's Luck. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, it's Luck. And he's got his man on the out route. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for an Indianapolis first down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Luck on first down. This will be caught at the 2. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with it.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And that touchdown there, it's not going to get them a win. It makes things a little more respectable.
Yeah, a little more palatable going out in this ball game. A little something to build on going into the next game, but it won't alter the final score.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Play action. Now Wentz. He's got time in the pocket. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
Easy. Take 4.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. And to the right side here, it's Allen. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. One receiver left is Hilton. On 1st and 10, Locke. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. 2nd down following the run.
Watch it now, 40. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play, because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled, except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Luck now on second down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Third and long, it's Luck. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Pat McAfee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And they're just sort of going through a really tough stretch here right now, Charles. They can't seem to get back in the win column.
They have to keep their heads up, get back to their fundamentals, and just...